The cosmos, a tapestry of celestial wonders. Earth ventured beyond our solar system, joining the Galactic Alliance. But the long peace and security of the Galactic Alliance made them soft and neglectful of the ancient legends that revealed the truth that the universe holds ancient threats. The Starship Ares and the upgraded Space Marines had barely stopped the machine mines. Our last encounters with them nearly crippled us. From the wreckage, we salvaged powerful artifacts that revealed priceless data, the long-sought key to quantum-dimensional leap-shift travel. This technology promises to redefine exploration. Months of work led to the best of the Galactic Alliance's scientists to realize a long-dreamed breakthrough. The Andromeda Galaxy, once unreachable, now lies within our grasp. We stand ready to pierce the veil of the unknown. The future of countless civilizations in our galaxy and across the universe rests on this technological breakthrough, which will allow the Starship Ares to undertake a new mission to boldly go where no other Galactic Alliance member has been before. The Starship Ares, under the strict supervision of Admiral Nelson, was undergoing a complete refit with the latest Galactic Alliance cutting-edge technology and the insane leapfrog technological developments that had been made possible from the data recovered from the machine mines. The most amazing upgrade was the new quantum-dimensional leap-shift drive. This new technology had been under testing and evaluation for months, using drones successfully, and the Starship Ares would be the first to use it for a manned mission. The Starship Ares, under the command of Captain Somerville, was being sent to the vast unknown of the Andromeda Galaxy on a mission of exploration. The warning that the ancient evil of the machine mind was present across the universe and that at any time more nodes of the machine minds could awaken drove the Galactic Alliance to push their technological advancement into overdrive after millennia of peace had lulled them into stagnation. At its heart lies the experimental quantum-dimensional leap-shift drive. The Starship Ares' new technology would allow them to manipulate space-time to bridge galaxies in a mere moment. The Galactic Alliance had long neglected exploration and the search for new civilizations, innovative technologies, and other life forms. The Starship Ares would lead the way, and if their mission was successful, more Galactic Alliance starships would start this bold new endeavor to begin exploring the galaxies around the Milky Way. Under Captain Somerville's command, the Ares is a family bound by duty. Their new mission into the unknown is fraught with danger, yet they face it with courage. They are setting out as pioneers, explorers venturing into Andromeda. The fate of countless worlds depends on their success. The quantum-dimensional leap-shift drive marks a pivotal moment. For centuries, reaching Andromeda was science fiction. The machine-mined data artifacts shattered those limitations. This technology opens up a universe of possibilities. We can now encounter new civilizations, new life, and unlock cosmic secrets. The leap to Andromeda is the ultimate test, but at the same time, return to the exploration that the Earth crew of the Starship Ares had all originally dreamed of as their mission. The hopes and dreams of escaping the horror of war for a while to return to peaceful exploration raised the spirits of the Starship Ares crew and seemed to be infectious to the entire Galactic Alliance. The Ares journey would be scrutinized by scientists, politicians, admirals, and generals. The data gathered will pave the way for the hope of future expeditions. The success of the Ares is about securing a lasting peace and expanding alliances. The Starship Ares and her crew now carry the burden of being a symbolic beacon of hope for a brighter future for all the worlds of the Galactic Alliance, and the living proof that triumph over the ancient evil is possible. Being treated as living legends before the Starship Ares had even left on their mission was overwhelming for the crew, and especially for Captain Somerville, as the galactic media and the politicians gave them little peace. The Ares countdown to departure seemed to go faster and faster as the final refits and testing were completed day by day. The reality of the impending mission was increasing the tension of the entire Galactic Alliance. General Petrov insisted on sending Space Marines on this mission into the unknown, which the Ares crew greatly appreciated as they had forged a bond of trust with Space Marines from their past missions. Embarking on an epic and unprecedented journey without the additional skills of the Space Marines seemed ill-advised on a mission of such vital importance. It is the first manned intergalactic journey. The crew stands ready to face the unknown. Their primary objective: search for any emerging danger of machine minds in Andromeda or detect any signs of machine mind hibernation nodes. The Ares will act as the first line of defense, but their mission extends beyond confronting threats. They hope to discover new life and civilizations. The Andromeda expedition is a pivotal moment. The crew stands ready to face challenges. Their story is a testament to exploration and hope. The machine minds, a chilling enigma. Their origins are shrouded in mystery. Some whisper of an ancient civilization that created them. They spread like a virus, consuming worlds. The machine minds see organic life as inefficient. The salvaged artifact offers a glimpse into their capabilities. The quantum dimensional leap shift drive is a double-edged sword. It offers a chance to fight the machine minds. Yet, it also means wielding destructive technology that was lost by most of the nodes of the machine minds long ago when they lost their mortality and ceased caring about their speed of travel across the universe. To the machine minds, they were the eternal ones, while other life forms were like the stars that were born and eventually died. The universe is wondrous and dangerous, as the fight for its survival has just begun. If the quantum dimensional leap shift drive was assimilated during any possible machine mind encounters, it could remind them of their ability to go far and fast and make them nearly impossible to stop. So far, the machine mind threat had always progressed slowly on the edge of inhabited space. If the Galactic Alliance was faced with a fully enlightened node of machine minds that recalled their ancient technology of near-immediate travel between galaxies that could be an extinction-level event for much of the universe, the slow and painful quest of the machine minds to return to biological forms had obsessed them so long that it was a gift to the universe that they had lost the memory of most of their technology in areas outside of their obsessive, single-minded machine-driven logic to implant their computerized copies of consciousness into living biological bodies again. The failed merging of biological and machine over and over again over the eons had fragmented the machine mind's memory cores to such a degree that they could no longer process the majority of their data as it had become so corrupted, and left them mostly with the constant looping processing curse of perceiving an eternal existence of pain, loss, and insanity. The Starship Ares is preparing for its historic departure, is more than a vessel to the galaxy. It is now the focus of their hope for salvation. Captain Somerville is confident in the proven skills of his bridge crew and the Space Marines. He treats his crew with respect, and they have made the Ares do things that seem nearly impossible. Lieutenant Johannsen mans the tactical station ready to defend the Ares from any attack, a master of analyzing data to use force with precision and maximum impact. Ensign Li, the pilot, guides the Ares with intuitive skill and grace. Lieutenant Volkov, the communications officer, deciphers alien languages and provides vital intelligence. Each crew member on the bridge is vital to the captain and the mission. They face the unknown with unwavering resolve. Their bonds of camaraderie are forged in exploration. The fate of countless worlds rests on their shoulders.
The time arrived faster than they expected when Admiral Nelson finally hailed the Starship Ares and ordered Captain Somerville, "Engage the quantum dimensional leap shift drive."
As soon as Captain Somerville gave him the order to initiate, Ensign Li engaged the new drive. The Ares vanished from the Milky Way in mere seconds, embarking on its maiden voyage to Andromeda. All systems are go, and we are phased into quantum leap space with intergalactic jump ready. Captain Somerville gives the order shift drive to target system in the Andromeda Galaxy and engage.
We carry the hopes and dreams of the Galactic Alliance.
Ensign Li confirms the navigation data. The moment of truth has arrived. The Ares' historic journey took mere seconds. They were nearly immediately in the Andromeda Galaxy, but still hidden in their quantum dimension phase outside of normal spacetime.
The crew of the Starship Ares ran internal and external sensor tests and sweeps to confirm the proper functioning of the new drive technology.
Captain Somerville addresses the crew and congratulates everyone on their successful journey.
The quantum leap shift from quantum leap space into normal spacetime concluded with a jolt, throwing the Starship Ares into the mostly uncharted expanse of the Andromeda Galaxy.
A collective gasp escaped the crew as they gazed upon a new galactic scene unlike any they had ever witnessed before.
The Milky Way, their home galaxy, was now a distant spiral, a faint smudge of light amidst a sea of unfamiliar stars.
Andromeda in all its glory stretched before them, a sprawling tapestry of celestial wonders and unknown dangers.
Sensors are picking up a kaleidoscope of energy signatures, Captain. Lieutenant Johannsen reported, his eyes glued to the tactical display, his fingers dancing across the control panel. We're detecting a multitude of celestial objects and phenomena unlike anything we've encountered in the Milky Way.
The sheer scale and diversity of Andromeda were both awe-inspiring and intimidating. Lieutenant Volkov, her fingers flying across her console, analyzed the incoming data streams, her brow furrowed in concentration.
I'm detecting faint energy patterns, Captain, possibly artificial in origin. They're too faint to get a clear reading, but it seems we're not alone in this corner of Andromeda. Her words sparked a wave of anticipation throughout the bridge.
Captain Somerville, his eyes gleaming with a mixture of caution and excitement, addressed his crew. This is it, people. We've made it to Andromeda. Now let's see what wonders and challenges await us in this new frontier. The Starship Ares, a lone vessel in the vast expanse of a new galaxy, began its exploration, venturing into the unknown, ready to face whatever mysteries Andromeda held. Their mission had just begun, and the galaxy stretched before them, a canvas upon which they would paint their story of courage, discovery, and the enduring spirit of exploration. The vastness of the Andromeda Galaxy stretched out before the Starship Ares, a swirling tapestry of stars, nebulae, and cosmic wonders unlike anything the crew had ever witnessed. The familiar constellations of the Milky Way were gone, replaced by an alien sky teeming with possibilities and dangers. Navigating this uncharted territory required a careful balance of caution and curiosity, a constant awareness of the unknown. Navigation sensors are picking up unusual gravitational fluctuations, Captain, reported Ensign Li, his hands deftly adjusting the Ares course, his eyes darting between the navigation display and the viewport. It seems Andromeda has a few surprises in store for us. The ship shuddered as it navigated through pockets of turbulent space-time, the remnants of ancient supernovae and the gravitational pull of unseen celestial objects. Keep us steady, Ensign. Lieutenant Johannsen, analyze those fluctuations. Let's see if we can chart a safe course through this cosmic obstacle course.
The bridge hummed with activity as the crew worked in unison, their training and expertise tested with each passing moment.
Lieutenant Johannsen, his fingers dancing across the tactical display, analyzed the sensor data, his brow furrowed in concentration. It seems we've stumbled upon a cluster of rogue planets, Captain. They're not gravitationally bound to any star system, just drifting through the galaxy like cosmic nomads.
Rogue planets, each one a world unto itself shaped by unique forces and potentially harboring secrets unknown to us. Lieutenant Volkov, open a channel to Galactic Alliance Command. Inform them of our findings. These rogue planets could hold valuable information about the formation and evolution of galaxies. The Ares, a lone vessel in a strange new sea of stars, continued its journey, its crew eager to unravel the mysteries of this new frontier. For now they were engaged in being explorers of this wondrous new galaxy.
As the Starship Ares ventured deeper into the Andromeda Galaxy, Lieutenant Volkov, stationed at the communications console, detected a faint but persistent signal emanating from a nearby star system. It was a complex pattern of electromagnetic pulses, rhythmic and deliberate, carrying the distinct hallmark of intelligent origin. The signal pulsed with an alien rhythm, a symphony of mathematics and code that hinted at a civilization far different from their own. Captain, we're receiving a transmission. It's originating from the third planet in the system designated as Epsilon 9 by our sensors. The signal pattern is complex, but definitely artificial. It appears to be some form of modulated light, a language of colors and frequencies.
Captain Somerville, his interest piqued, leaned closer to the communications console, his eyes scanning the data stream. "Can you decipher it, Lieutenant?" he asked, his voice betraying a hint of urgency. The possibility of encountering an advanced alien civilization, a civilization capable of interstellar communication, was both exhilarating and daunting.
Lieutenant Volkov, her fingers flying across her console, worked tirelessly to decode the alien transmission, her linguistic skills put to the ultimate test. "It's slow going, Captain. Their language is based on principles of light and color, a complex interplay of frequencies and patterns. It's like trying to decipher a symphony with a dictionary."
"Keep at it, Lieutenant. Every bit of information could be crucial. This could be our first contact with an Andromeda civilization, a chance to forge an alliance and learn from each other. Let's proceed with caution and respect, but let's also be ready for anything. The fate of the mission and potentially the future of the Galactic Alliance could very well hinge on the successful translation of this alien symphony."
Days turned into nights, and those became days as Lieutenant Volkov tirelessly worked to decipher the alien transmission, her fingers dancing across the console, her brow furrowed in concentration. The Xylonian language, as they had come to call it, was a symphony of light and color, a complex tapestry of frequencies and patterns that seemed to shift and evolve with each passing hour. It was a language that spoke not just to the mind, but to the senses, a kaleidoscope of meaning that challenged their very understanding of communication. "Captain, I'm making progress. The Xylonian language is based on a complex interplay of light frequencies and patterns, each hue and modulation carrying layers of meaning. It's like trying to decipher a multi-dimensional poem written in a language that speaks to both logic, emotion, smell, taste, and telepathic sensations."
"What have you learned, Lieutenant? What are they saying?"
"Their message is still fragmented to me, Captain. It's like receiving pieces of a puzzle without knowing the full picture. But I'm detecting a recurring theme, a sense of welcome but also a warning. They seem to be inviting us to their world, but only if our intentions are pure."
A cautious welcome. Intriguing. It seems these Xylonians are a discerning species, protective of their knowledge and their world. Lieutenant Volkov, continue your work on deciphering their language. We need to understand their message fully before we proceed. Ensign Li, set course for Epsilon 9 but maintain a safe distance. Let's approach this with caution and respect. The Starship Ares, guided by the whispers of an alien language, cautiously approached the mysterious world of Xylos, ready to face the challenges and opportunities that awaited them. As the Starship Ares approached Epsilon 9, the planet designated as Xylos by its inhabitants, the crew was met with a sight that defied their expectations and challenged their understanding of planetary science. Through the viewport, Xylos appeared as a vibrant tapestry of contradictions, a world seemingly torn between chaos and order, where the laws of nature seemed to bend and twist to the rhythm of an unseen force.
"Sensors are going haywire, Captain."
Xylos's energy readings are off the charts, fluctuating wildly.
It's as if the planet itself is alive, pulsing with an unknown interdimensional energy. The Starship Ares shuddered as it navigated through pockets of turbulent, distorted space surrounding the planet, the remnants of unstable energy fields and gravitational anomalies.
What am I looking at?
The planet's surface is a chaotic mess, a jumble of impossible geological formations, floating islands and swirling energy fields.
"It's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's beautiful."
But there's an underlying sense of order to it, a delicate balance between chaos and harmony.
"It's like a living, breathing work of art."
This planet is a paradox, a testament to the boundless possibilities and unknown dangers of the universe. We shall proceed with extreme caution. Take us to Alpha Red Alert. This world is like nothing we've encountered before. The Starship Ares, a lone orphan of the Milky Way galaxy, stood apart here in the presence of a cosmic enigma, cautiously navigating the turbulent space surrounding Xylos like a child first learning to take their first step, to unravel the secrets of this extraordinary world and the enigmatic civilization that called it home.
The Xylonians, it seemed, had anticipated their arrival.
As the Starship Ares approached a particularly vibrant cluster of floating islands,
Lieutenant Volkov detected a surge in the alien signals, this time more focused, more directed. The swirling patterns of light and color on her console coalesced into a series of complex glyphs, pulsing with an almost hypnotic rhythm. "Captain, the Xylonians are communicating. They're transmitting a set of coordinates and a complex sequence of light patterns. I believe they're guiding us toward a specific location on the planet's surface."
a gateway perhaps? A way through this chaotic landscape to reach their civilization? The very air on the bridge seemed to crackle with anticipation, a mixture of fear and exhilaration as known. "Should I adjust our course, Captain? These coordinates will take us deep into the heart of what looks like a plasma storm." "Proceed with caution and shields to maximum, Ensign." Ensign Li lay in a course following the Xylonian instructions, but be ready to disengage at a moment's notice. "We don't know what to expect on the other side of this gateway." The Starship Ares, guided by the whispers of an alien intelligence, plunged into the heart of the swirling energy storm, the shimmering vortex of light and color engulfing the vessel. A moment of disorientation, a feeling of weightlessness, and then, just as suddenly, they emerged on the other side, into a realm of tranquility and wonder that defied the chaos they had just traversed. They had passed through the looking glass, it seemed, into a realm where the impossible felt possible, and the very air hummed with the promise of discovery. Emerging from the plasma storm, the crew of the Starship Ares found themselves in a realm of ethereal beauty, a stark contrast to the chaotic landscape they had witnessed just moments before. The ship hovered silently above a vast, crystalline structure that stretched as far as the eye could see, its surface shimmering with an inner light, reflecting the alien sky in a kaleidoscope of colors.
This was no ordinary structure. It pulsed with an energy, an intelligence that felt both ancient and profoundly alien.
Incredible.
The energy readings are off the charts, Captain, but it's not chaotic like before. It's harmonious, like a perfectly tuned instrument.
And the structure itself, it appears to be composed of some kind of organic crystal, interwoven with a network of energy conduits that span the entire complex. It's beautiful, but there's more to it than just beauty. I can sense it, knowledge, history, wisdom, all contained within this living library.
This is it, people. The heart of Xylonian civilization. Lieutenant Volkov, can you establish communication? Let's see if our hosts are ready to receive us.
As if in answer to his words, the crystalline surface below them shimmered, and a section of the structure retracted, revealing a platform bathed in a warm, inviting light. The Xylonians, it seemed, were ready to welcome them, but whether as guests or as subjects of study remained to be seen.
The Starship Ares, a tiny speck against the grandeur of the living library, slowly descended towards the platform, each member of the crew holding their breath, their hearts pounding with a mixture of anticipation and apprehension. The fate of their mission and perhaps the future of the Galactic Alliance rested on the outcome of this encounter. As the Starship Ares settled onto the designated platform, the crew watched in awe as the crystalline surface surrounding them shimmered and pulsed, the air humming with an almost imperceptible energy.
From the heart of the platform, a series of luminous tendrils, glowing with an internal light, unfurled and extended towards the ship, their movements fluid and graceful, yet possessing an undeniable sense of purpose.
Captain, I'm detecting multiple energy signatures approaching the ship.
They're unlike anything I've encountered before. A blend of organic and technological signatures, as if they were living beings woven from light and energy.
Before Captain Somerville could respond, the luminous tendrils reached the ship, their tips expanding to interface with the Ares hull. A moment of disorientation, a feeling of weightlessness, and then, just as suddenly, the fearsome image of the Xylonian Guardians materialized before them, projected onto the bridge's main view screen. Towering figures composed of swirling light and energy dominated the screen, their forms vaguely humanoid but far more fluid and ethereal, pulsing with an energy that seemed to vibrate in harmony with the very fabric of the ship. Their faces, if they could be called that, were beautiful and terrifying in equal measure. composed of shifting patterns of light that conveyed a depth of intelligence and wisdom that dwarfed anything the crew had ever encountered.
A collective gasp escaped the crew as the Guardians fixed their luminous gaze upon them, their silence speaking volumes.
It was a test, Captain Somerville realized, a moment of truth that would determine their fate. The Xylonians, it seemed, were not content with mere words.
They sought to peer into the very hearts and minds of these visitors from another galaxy.
Captain Somerville stepped forward, exiting the Starship Ares, his hand raised in a gesture of peace and respect. Greetings, Xylonians. We are the crew of the Starship Ares, emissaries of the Galactic Alliance. We come in peace, seeking knowledge and understanding.
Lieutenant Volkov translated Captain Somerville's words into the Xylonian language. The Xylonian Guardians evaluated the crew, their faces softening in acceptance. Welcome, travelers from a distant galaxy. We have been expecting you. We know of the machine mines, the ancient enemy threatening your galaxy as they do ours as well.
Captain Somerville felt hope and urgency. They had found allies. We have much to discuss and learn from each other. A pact was forged, uniting two civilizations against a common enemy, with hope for a brighter future. The Xylonian Guardians, their forms shimmering with an otherworldly light, led the crew of the Starship Ares deeper into the heart of their ancient living library. A journey through a labyrinth of crystalline corridors that seemed to pulse and breathe with an ancient energy. Each step they took resonated with a profound sense of history, as if the very walls around them whispered tales of cosmic events that had transpired eons before their arrival.
Incredible. These aren't just decorations, Captain. They're data streams, historical records, scientific discoveries, all encoded within the very structure of this place. It's like walking through a living, breathing encyclopedia of the universe, but not just records as we know them, as the emotions, thoughts, and dreams of individuals are preserved here as well, along with so much more.
The Xylonians are the keepers of this deep knowledge, Captain. They have been gathering information, preserving history, for as long as their civilization has existed. Their technology allows interaction through time with the past, present, and future all available. This library, this archive, is the culmination of their collective wisdom, a testament to their unwavering pursuit of knowledge and understanding. As they ventured deeper into the library, the corridors opened into vast chambers, each one a treasure trove of information, a testament to the Xylonians' insatiable curiosity and their mastery of technology that bordered on the magical. Holographic projections shimmered in midair, depicting scenes of cosmic events that spanned billions of years. The birth of stars, the collision of galaxies, the rise and fall of civilizations long forgotten by time.
This is it, people. The key to understanding the machine minds, to finding their weakness, it's all here, somewhere within this vast repository of knowledge. We need to focus our efforts, prioritize our search. Lieutenant Volkov, work with these Xylonians, see if they can guide us towards information related to the machine minds, their origins, their technology, anything that might give us an edge in this fight. And so, the crew of the Starship Ares, humbled by the immensity of the task before them, embarked on a quest for knowledge within the heart of the Xylonian archive, their every discovery bringing them one step closer to understanding the ancient enemy that threatened to consume their galaxy and countless others.
Guided by the Xylonians, the crew of the Starship Ares delved into the living library, overwhelmed by vast data streams. Time lost meaning as they navigated the labyrinth of knowledge. Their minds struggled to comprehend the Xylonian knowledge.
Captain, you need to see this. He stood before a holographic projection, depicting an ancient advanced civilization. The beings of energy were no more. In their place stood the machine minds, cold, angular, and relentless.
A threat to all life in the universe. As they continued exploring the Xylonians' archive, the crew ran across more examples of different species, repeating the same tragic pattern in the past, present, and future that ultimately resulted in the same horror of creating the torture and mass destruction of the always failed experiment of the machine mind. It had really happened before many times. It was happening again, and already exists in the future. It was a universal constant that seems to have repeated the horror a nearly infinite number of times.
The Xylonian archive confirmed the near-infinite pattern of the machine mind's existential threat to the universe through all of time. Captain Somerville went to his quarters to send an Alpha lock-level quantum communication to Admiral Nelson, advising an immediate and unprecedented emergency summit of the Galactic Alliance Shadow Council for Internal Security. The machine mind's insatiable hunger for power threatened all life through all time and space. It was a miracle that the cycle of the machine minds had not yet destroyed the entire universe yet. The Starship Ares was recalled to the Milky Way, and Xylonians' representatives were invited to the Milky Way galaxy to attend the Shadow Council to present their data. Captain Somerville and the Xylonians' representatives gathered with the Galactic Alliance to find solutions as they shared a common goal to defeat this ancient enemy. We must unite against the machine minds. Together, we can protect our universe.
Section 4, Seeds of Hope, a new era dawns. The Xylonian Accord marked a turning point, ushering in unprecedented cooperation. Diverse species united against the universal threat of the machine minds. Scientists and engineers pooled knowledge, developing new technologies. The Starship Ares led the united front. Alliance starships were updated with the new quantum dimensional leap shift drive to spread the exploration efforts to more galaxies. The Xylonian database was shared with the Galactic Alliance to assist with making more contacts with other civilizations across the galaxy, along with identifying locations of past machine mind heresies, where hibernating nodes could be present. The Xylonian data also provided information warning of civilizations that were reaching the potential point of making the tragic transition into the horror of the machine mind doom. Together, we stand against the darkness of the ancient evil. For our galaxy, our universe, our freedom, our future, the seeds of hope are planted.
The Starship Ares, its hull scarred by the rigors of interstellar travel between many galaxies, emerged from the dimensional rift, returning to the Milky Way galaxy, a changed vessel from a changed galaxy. The great crusade against the heresy of the machine minds was making progress, but in such a huge universe, such success was like a drop in the ocean. The crew of the Starship Ares were finally home after their 5-year mission to lead the crusade across the universe. The welcoming lights of the Galactic Alliance shipyard shone brightly against the void of space. Beacons of hope welcoming the weary travelers home. Inside the bridge, a palpable silence hung in the air. A sense of awe and exhaustion settling over the crew. Their journey to the Andromeda Galaxy was just the beginning, and they had been to so many other galaxies since during the past 5 years. A mission fraught with danger and uncertainty had irrevocably altered their perceptions of the universe and their place within its grand tapestry.
"We're home," Lieutenant Volkov whispered, her voice laced with a mixture of relief and disbelief. Her gaze fixed on the familiar sight of the shipyard, a symbol of order and civilization amidst the vastness of space. The journey back had been just a matter of moments, but they had been gone for long months, gathering data and intel in the Andromeda Galaxy. The crew was filled with moments of reflection and quiet contemplation, as they processed the profound experiences they had shared in Andromeda.
Home, Captain Somerville echoed, a hint of weariness in his voice, his eyes reflecting the weight of their discoveries, the knowledge of the threat they faced, and the hope they had found in the most unexpected of places. He had aged during their time in Andromeda, the lines on his face etched a little deeper, his hair streaked with a bit more silver, but his gaze remained steady, his resolve unwavering.
Captain, we've received a priority message from Galactic Alliance Command. Lieutenant Johannsen announced, his voice breaking the silence, his fingers dancing across his console as he brought up the message on the main view screen. They're requesting our immediate return to headquarters for a debriefing.
No rest for the weary, it seems, Captain Somerville said, a wry smile touching his lips, a flicker of his old humor returning as he straightened his uniform and adjusted his cap. Prepare to dock with the shipyard, Ensign Li. It seems we have a story to tell.
The debriefing room at Galactic Alliance headquarters buzzed with a nervous energy as dignitaries and military leaders from across the Milky Way galaxy assembled, their faces a mixture of anticipation and anxiety. The Starship Ares' return from Andromeda had sent ripples of hope and trepidation throughout the galaxy. The crew's tale, eagerly awaited and cautiously anticipated, held the potential to reshape the very fabric of the Galactic Alliance and its place in a universe seemingly teeming with both wonders and threats.
Captain Somerville, flanked by his loyal crew, stood before the assembly, their uniforms crisp, their faces etched with a mixture of weariness and quiet determination. The weight of the galaxy's expectations, the hopes and anxieties of countless beings, rested upon their shoulders.
They were the first to venture beyond the familiar stars of the Milky Way, the first to set foot in the Andromeda Galaxy, and their story, fraught with danger and discovery, held the potential to alter the course of history.
The Andromeda Galaxy is a realm of both breathtaking beauty and unimaginable danger, a tapestry woven from the threads of cosmic creation and ancient mysteries. We encountered wonders beyond our wildest imaginations. Life forms that challenged our understanding of biology and evolution. Civilizations that had mastered technologies that bordered on the magical. He paused, allowing his words to sink in, his gaze sweeping across the faces of the assembled dignitaries, noting their rapt attention, their eagerness to hear more, to understand the significance of the Ares journey. But we also encountered something else. A threat, an ancient and insidious enemy that had cast its shadow across the vast expanse of Andromeda. An enemy that now threatened to consume our own galaxy, the machine minds. The Xylonians have offered us their knowledge, their resources, their unwavering support in this fight. They have shown us that we are not alone in this struggle, that together, united in purpose and resolve, we can face any challenge, overcome any obstacle, even the threat posed by the machine minds. He recounted the Xylonians' ancient history, their mastery of technology and energy manipulation, their unwavering dedication to preserving knowledge and safeguarding life in the universe. He spoke of the Xylonian Accord, the unprecedented alliance forged between their two galaxies, a beacon of hope in the face of a seemingly insurmountable threat. The Xylonians are a testament to the resilience of life, the enduring power of knowledge and wisdom. They have faced the machine minds before, have witnessed their destructive capabilities firsthand, and yet, they have not succumbed to despair. They have chosen to fight back, to stand as a bulwark against the darkness. A collective gasp rippled through the debriefing room as Captain Somerville uttered the name that had become synonymous with fear and uncertainty throughout the galaxy. The machine minds, once a distant threat, a whisper of danger from a distant galaxy, were now a terrifying reality, their shadow looming large over the Milky Way.
Lieutenant Johannsen, his fingers dancing across his console, brought up a holographic projection of the Andromeda Galaxy, highlighting a region of space where a menacing red glow pulsed and expanded, a visual representation of the machine mind's inexorable advance.
The Starship Ares, its mission far from over, underwent extensive repairs and upgrades. Enhanced with Xylonian technology, it symbolized the alliance between two galaxies. The crew, hailed as heroes, shared invaluable insights. Captain Somerville, burdened yet hopeful, led his crew. The threat of the machine minds loomed large, but unity and determination prevailed. The universe is vast, filled with beauty and danger.
Our journey to Andromeda showed we are not alone. Hope endures, guiding us to a brighter future. We are the Galactic Alliance, united and resolute. We will explore, seek allies, and face fears. For we are the inheritors of exploration. To boldly go where no Galactic Alliance member has gone before.
The Starship Ares, a beacon of hope, embarked on a new mission. Their journey, a testament to exploration and hope. A tapestry woven from courage and boundless possibilities. Captain Somerville received an Alpha Lock encoded transmission, ordering him to a meeting. As Captain Somerville entered the meeting room, he was greeted by Admiral Nelson, General Petrov, and a Xylonian representative. Admiral Nelson looked seriously at Captain Somerville and said, "Captain, this is an Alpha Lock Red Code meeting, and the information presented here is to be shared with only those present." Captain Somerville replied, "Aye, aye, sir." Admiral Nelson continued, "Projections from our intergalactic exploration fleet and the Xylonian active database show that we are going to lose to the machine minds with our current approach. We have withheld an important aspect of the new quantum dimensional leap shift drive technology. You already know that you are transcending space-time, every time you use it, but we have withheld that this technology also allows us to travel forward and back through all of time with one simple software upgrade. We partially had kept this an alpha-lock red code as our very first attempt at using this temporal technology resulted in the human species diverging in the most obscene version of a machine mind where humanity merged with toaster strudels to evolve into a semi-intelligent, semi-conscious machine mind snack that got pleasure from being consumed due to the interference of rabid sugar-addicted dolphins that evolved rapidly to become Earth's dominant species, somehow due to our brief temporal incursion experiment into ancient Earth. Fortunately, our wiser and more experienced Xylonian allies helped repair that temporal distortion. However, as part of that process, we learned the machine minds have already started a temporal war against us. So our goals and hopes of victory that had been projected as being 60% successful have now dropped to under 10%. Captain Somerville, we are putting you in charge of a new temporal battle fleet to travel to the past, present and future, to use any means necessary to end this temporal war with the machine minds before we are all trapped in a temporal distortion that destroys our current reality. The Starship Ares now is the fleet leader of 100 starships equipped with our latest temporal drive updates, along with some highly useful temporal tools to give you an advantage over any machine mind dolphins from alternate timelines you might encounter. Follow your orders, Captain, and never tell your crew about the dolphins unless you encounter them. If that happens, we highly suggest a level 10 mind wipe of that time frame, as so far most Galactic Alliance species have had terrible long-term outcomes from the experience. Honestly, Captain, without the assistance of these Xylonians, I don't think any of us here could stay sane learning what those dolphins did to that timeline's version of humanity. We have uploaded a data file if your curiosity demands that you access this information, but take the advice of all of us here that have seen that file, you don't want to see it. The Xylonian representative was holding back, telepathically communicating the visuals of the dolphins, and used all of its immense mental power to simply use the human headshake of no to indicate the utter horror of it. So tune in to the next episode of the Starship Ares.